Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Hello. Good morning.
Hi.
How are all of you? Beautiful morning.
Beautiful out there. It really is. Really is. Little troubled, little disturbed, but the weather's good.
Yes.
Because I've found
Troubled, disturbed about what?
a controversy,
Oh,
a problem
a
with
problem? At home?
no
Well, that's good.
with the Canadians.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you're giving me that look again.
No, I'm not.
Stop it.
All right.
It's about butter. Canadians are upset about butter.
They're upset about butter.
We got a lot of things going on in this world, and I know they're all upset about the Keystone Pipeline and this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
They have other things to worry about besides butter, but they're worried about butter. They're upset about butter in Canada.
And what has them upset about butter? Do you mind if I ask?
Well, it's kind of a combination of things.
Okay.
It's, well, let me ask you, and you the listener out there, the listeners. I think there's more than two of you. Do you like your butter out of the fridge firm and hard?
No.
You like
Well,
it,
depends what I'm using it for.
right? Room temperature is what you prefer?
If I'm putting it on toast, yes.
Okay.
Because it's easier to spread on that way.
Yeah. It tears your bread sometimes if you're just trying to put like a cold chunk of butter onto a piece of bread. It rips the bread.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the Canadians don't like that either. They want their butter to be soft at room temperature.
Okay.
And they don't have that right now in Canada because they're noticing something different about their butter.
And what is that?
Well, they say that recently it's not getting softer when left at room temperature.
Oh, boy.
Anger about it is spreading faster than the butter itself. One food expert at a Canadian university says palm oil is the culprit. And you can see the difference in butter that doesn't use that ingredient. So it could be about the palm oil, although dairy farmers of Canada and the Quebec Dairy Board are looking into the issue. They say the palm oil is not the problem.
So the palm oil is keeping it from turning soft.
I think
Is that what they're saying?
I think lack of
Or
palm,
the lack of it.
or maybe some bad palm oil that's not softening when the temperature is room temperature at 68 degrees or thereabouts. If you're an older person, it could be 78 degrees.
Yeah.
So that's the dilemma in Canada. With all the things going on, they're upset because their butter's not soft at room temperature. Now, come on.
Okay. I mean, I understand your point. You're absolutely right. There are probably a lot of other things in the world that are probably more worrisome than whether, what texture the butter is. But I will say, I mean, it can be frustrating when, you set the butter out and you put a piece of toast in, the toast comes out, You get ready to butter the toast, and then the butter is still hard as a rock. I would think, I mean, that would be frustrating. Been there.
Funny that you would bring up toast.
Oh,
This is National Toast Day.
seriously?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
serious.
man. I love toast.
You ever wonder why the smell of toast is so addictive? You know, when it comes out of the toaster, how it smells so good, or maybe you even throw it in the oven and toast it that way, and it makes the whole kitchen smell good and
Yeah.
makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's actually a scientific process.
Is it now?
It's called the Maillard reaction because when you toast and caramelize the sugars in the bread, it tells our brains something's good and something is about to happen that's good. It tingles your brain with that caramelized sugar, and you
Yeah.
go, that smells good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't burn the toast. Then all of a sudden the smell.
It changes.
Yeah.
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 Now, there's some people that like burnt toast.
Yeah.
Some people
I like mine browner.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a lightly toasted person. I like it a little dark, but not burnt.
That surprises me. I thought you'd be a lightly toasted person.
No, I'm not. At least not with the toast.
Okay. Now, a little history on toast, as long as we're diving into toast here this morning.
Okay.
It's believed that ancient Egyptians, back to the Egyptians again, you know, they started the eye makeup
Yeah.
and probably the mites in the eyelashes. Not sure about that. But the Egyptians were making toast 3,000 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Study.
How did they make toast 3,000 years ago?
Well,
Don't you need a toaster to make toast?
well, you have a fire, put it on a rock,
Oh, okay.
you know, be rock toast. I don't know. I'm sure they could figure it out. They were very advanced. I mean, they knew how to keep people embalmed forever.
True.
And then they also had help from aliens. But anyway, we'll move along from that. Don't want to get sidetracked here.
No.
A study in 1835 debunked the buttered toast belief that toast always lands butter side down. Did you ever hear that? Where if you throw up a piece of toast, it lands butter side down.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Yeah, that was...
Why would you want to throw your toast up in the air?
Well, I suppose you accidentally drop your toast, and it seems like it always lands down to where it, you know, if it lands on the floor with buttered toast on it, it's pretty much ruined, right?
Yes.
If it lands on the backside, you can brush it off and still eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. 5-second rule or whatever that is.
Yeah, but it won't work with, you know, because the butter's going to pick up things you haven't swept up off the floor before.
Yes. Yeah.
But that was just a belief. It was less than a freak of nature than more of the angle of your hand when you dropped it. That's what the study said.
I see.
Yeah. So we've covered butter, the big problem up in Canada over soft butter, or hard butter, I should say, to toast. It's National Toast Day. It's also National Chili Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this time of year you think about.
National Toast and Chili Day?
Yes.
What a great day. Love chili.
Most people think that chili is a Mexican dish. But it actually was created in Texas in the 1850s. I think it was a cowboy type thing. Around
Sure.
the fire, they made Texas chili. So that's our food portion of the show this morning.
Right.
Much deeper than that, though, because there was aliens involved, probably in making toast with the Egyptians 3,000 years ago.
All right, now I'm going to give you the look.
Speaking of,
Aliens were involved in the creation of toast.
well, they could have
Oh,
been.
my.
They were around. The Egyptians made pictures of aliens.
I still don't know how you make toast 3,000 years ago.
Well, they
you
made
need
bread.
a toaster.
It's bread.
Well,
bread,
I know.
bread was one of the
but-
first things that people made.
Yeah.
Bread and barbecue.
Maybe they just sat it out in the sun.
They could have.
I don't know.
I would think they would just heat it over a fire.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know, just
Yeah,
kind of like a marshmallow. Maybe they put it on a stick.
that could be.
Speaking of chili,
Yes.
we have a chili cook-off to talk about this
We
morning.
do.
Very important one. It's taking place this evening. The chili cook-off for Mitch Porter and Michaela Ironshell. This will be held at Mr. Rudy's in Sargent, Nebraska, right off 183. Bring in a crock pot of your best chili for a chance to win one of 3 great prizes. And there'll be prizes for that and bragging rights, of course. There will be a $5 cover charge to taste and vote on the pizza, which is always fun. Get to try them all. Plus, you get a fresh baked cinnamon roll along with that chili to kind of help you clean your palate as you go between the crock pots. Tasting and voting starts at 5 p.m., and the top 3 winners will be announced at 8 o'clock tonight. Donations are welcome. A donation box will be available to help Michaela and Mitchell, who lost everything, including their 2 beloved pets, in a house fire on February 17th. Now, your cover charge will also go straight to the fund as well. And if you can't make the chili cook-off tonight, there is a fund that you can make donations to at Great Western Bank here in Broken Bow. And just drive through and tell them you want to give this money to the Mitchell and Michaela Fund, and they'll put it in there for you, and they'll put that together with what they raise tonight. And I bet they raise a lot of money for their friends and neighbors. Great young people, Mitch and Michaela. We're so sorry this happened, and we hope that this will lift your spirits.
Yes, well said.
I had you for a hard butter guy, but I had you for a light toasted guy. But you learn something. You work with people every day. And
I like my toast a little darker.
what's that say about you?
I don't know what it says. Just says I like my toast a little darker. To me, that's all it says.
Okay.
Okay.
SEM today, they're having chicken tacos. Wait a minute. This is Wednesday, isn't it?
It's Thursday.
I mean Thursday. I'm looking at Wednesday. Today's the 25th.
It is.
I didn't mark it off yesterday. My apologies. Suppose Christy's guffawing right now. Hey, so what, Christy? You got mites in your eyelashes. SEM.
She does?
Oh yeah.
Oh, heavens.
Well, that's why she gets irritated. She doesn't.
Oh.
She doesn't think she has mites in her eyelashes, but I think that's what gets her kind of worked up.
Yikes.
I even asked her on the phone on the intercom about it. She denied it, but I think they're there.
Wish I would have been here to hear that response.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but what else is new? SEM, today they're having breakfast sandwiches and strawberry muffins.
Okay.
That's what it says.
All
I
right.
can only read what's there. I don't even get that right sometimes.
Thetford today, hamburger on a bun.
Yeah, hamburger on a bun.
Yes.
We could get into that again, but we're not going to.
It is going to come with a bun today.
Sandhills Dunning, hard-shelled tacos with toppings. They're having strawberry shortcake there today.
Callaway today, meatball sub.
Cozad, today on this 25th day, it's spaghetti and meatballs with garlic biscuits, steamed broccoli. On the cold side, they're having chipotle chicken with avocado, also popcorn chicken salad with Italian bread.
Loop City not having lunch today because they're not having school.
Yay for the kids. Litchfield today, they're having taco soup or hamburger soup, raw veggies, cinnamon roll, pears, and milk.
All right, Ansley today. Here you go. Celebrating National Chili Day. It's chili dogs at Ansley today.
Way to go, Ansley. Anselmo Myrna, it's fresh-baked ham and cheese subs, home-styled beef and bean burrito, breaded beef patty sandwiches, and vegetables, fruit, dessert, and milk.
Broken Bow today, fresh-baked ham and cheese sub, breaded beef patty sandwich, or chicken taco in a bag on the menu today at Broken Bow.
We do want to also remind you, and I would tell you that we made our donation yesterday to this fund, and we did that in honor of a very nice lady who just sends us money. Very nice person who wants to support the station, and so we pass that money along to others in need, and it works out great. And so we put a donation, and I hope you will too, folks, to Tammy Phillips, a second-grade teacher in Sargent, and the Twin Loop volleyball coach, fighting cancer for the second time, which is really tough. Tammy could use our help, both in spirits and monetary help for extra expenses. So they're having a virtual benefit to raise money to help defray costs for related medical expenses and such. You can like and share the Facebook page and even take a look at how you can support her in different ways. There's also an account set up for Tammy at the Sargent First National Bank, so you can donate electronically, by mail, drop it by the bank. You can also do that through Venmo, and that information is on the Facebook page as well. So there you go. Help out Mrs. Phillips, second grade teacher in Sargent, also the Twin Loop volleyball coach, fighting cancer for the second time. Everyone can agree on one thing in this world: we all hate cancer.
Yeah.
Bad deal. And we work to fight it, and we try to help each other fight it. I want to thank Viera Wireless this morning for being part of the breakfast show and helping us with our live streaming on different events. You can stop into their store here in Broken Bow Monday through Friday and talk to them about the great plans they have. And time might be running out on some of their early 2021 specials, but I bet you they have some other things coming up to tell you about. Maybe you can still get in on some good deals that they introduced in the first portion of this year on internet services and phone services. There's also stores in many other communities around our listening area. Let's play the game.
Let's do. Our topic is TV show quotes. Okay. What famous newscaster signed off with the phrase, "That's the way it is"?
Oh, boy.
Was it Dan Rather, Peter Jennings, Walter Cronkite, or Tom Brokaw? What famous newscaster signed off with, "That's the way it is"? Was it Dan Rather, Peter Jennings, Walter Cronkite, or Tom Brokaw? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
The winter clearance continues this week at Bo Bootery on the Square. We've marked 40% off of our winter merchandise. There's plenty of cold weather left, so you can wear your purchase now or save it for next year. Snow boots, bear paws, Nordic wraps, fashion boots, lined leggings, tights, some slippers, socks, and shoes too. Put the sandals away, it's still winter. Come save 40% with us at Bo Bootery in Broken Bow.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
7:48 is your time. We have Peg on the line. Good morning, Peg.
Good morning, gentlemen.
How are you today?
I'm just great. It's beautiful, even after I had a shot yesterday.
Did you get your shot?
Well, the first one.
Oh, good. That's good news.
Well, I thought I was going to have to call Goviers after there, but no.
Is your arm sore?
Yeah, but I took a Tylenol. My neighbor, nice little neighbor girl, brought me some Tylenol.
Good.
Well, you've got a couple nice neighbor girls next to you.
But they say Moderna's being overdosed, and this is coming from a smart man. So I have to go back in a month and get it, the second one.
Sure, yeah. Well, that's great. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm excited to say, Peg, Joan and I are going to get ours tomorrow.
Well, good. You
Yeah.
know, I'm so happy we've got Frontier Holcombs here to do it.
Yeah, when there's some other places that you can go, maybe through your clinic and so forth, but we're gaining on it. And heck, we could have a block party here maybe in a month or so.
Jose Guerrero.
Yeah, that would make us feel worse than the shot.
But we're fortunate that we have that Frontier Holcombs.
Yep.
People go. I'm only a few blocks from there.
That works good. Well, I'm glad you got it. So
Well, that's the first one. Then I'll get it in a month.
you bet. Well, that's good to hear.
Oh yes. I don't know. I'd rather have that shot and a few aches and pains than have the virus.
Well, I'm with you. I want to go. I want to go out and I want to feel good about walking into my mom's place without a mask, maybe. And she's getting.
Has your mom had hers?
She has her got her first one, and she's getting her second one early next month. So she should be pretty good shape here in a little while, and that's just going to be so nice. She'll probably be able to feel good about having grandkids in and so forth. So we're gaining.
She's jolly and positive woman anyway.
Well,
so.
she is. She's Corky.
She's Corky?
That's her nickname, Corky.
What's happened to our school lunches? I hate to criticize.
What?
Why?
Well, they're not like they used to be when we go to North Park.
Well, true.
Elsie Jensen and Frida Reedy and Ruth Ramsey and all those women. I mean, the bread and butter was even good.
Yeah. Well, I think the lunches are good. They're just a little bit more variety from school to school and from lunch program to lunch program.
Well, I mean, you have to consider labor too, because everything they made was from scratch.
Yeah, that was different then.
And you have to have labor and.
Did you get in on the washing of the dishes?
Yeah, but I got my lunch free, and all I wanted, Bob Kuzier, he went up there. He's a big boy, and he took tickets.
Yeah.
He liked his food, so they made great big old cookies. And
did you spray people with the sprayer? I remember it hung there in that window. Did you ever spray anyone with it?
I didn't have time. Those things went flying through.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But we walked over from the high school, junior high, over there every day, and took tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always a rush to try to get there and back in time, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, but it was worth it.
It was fun.
They had you walk in there and smell their sloppy joes and homemade buns. And
good memories.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You want to answer the question?
I think it was Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, you got it. Walter Cronkite. We'll get the bell. Ring the bell, Dave. There it is.
Boy,
Yeah.
that woke me up.
Yeah, well, that's what the breakfast show is for, to help people wake up, Peg.
Well, do you know, when 6 o'clock comes, off goes the TV, and I'd sit in the chair and just wait. Pretty soon you guys come on. Well, 6 o'clock you come on.
Yeah, on AM we do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of off goes the TV, and I have to turn on the radio.
Well,
You
good.
don't have to watch TV all the time,
No, you don't.
That's a good point. Good
or
point.
you'd be nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nuttier, yeah.
So what?
I win, Brent.
Well, what would you like? You want what? I know you're a fan of the pizza. I've got a token for that. You want a personal pan pizza?
Oh, yes. I got to get out there and get them all.
Oh, I could bring them to you.
Ah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Now see, that's service right there.
Now that you got your shot, I'll come see you.
One time I went over there because you had given me a certificate, a nice one for something. I went over to your house, and you're like Terry Eichelberger. I'm in the bathroom.
I remember that. But let's not go into that very far this morning.
I know. Well, wrong timing.
Yeah. Well, take care, Peg.
Yeah, you guys too.
All right.
Brent, are you getting a shot?
Well, yeah, I might. I think for me, it will probably be a little ways down the road because of my age. But although I did turn 50, but
closer.
Yeah.
Big 50?
So we'll see.
Yeah. He's
Yes.
50.
Yeah. The big 50.
You know, that's a half a century.
Yes. I'm well aware of that.
That really makes you feel old when you say half a century.
I know. You know, it's funny you say
old.
that. It's funny you say that. Seriously, I was driving home yesterday, and that hit me. The half. I'm like, I'm half a cent. I've been on this earth for half a century.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What have you accomplished?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, yes, you have. You're a go-getter.
Well, thanks.
And I don't know how long you've been with Dave, but you've really accomplished a lot.
Yeah. You know what? I've been with Dave over half of those 50 years.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Well, you're still in pretty good shape. Mentally.
Mentally, he's still doing well, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you,
Thank
gentlemen.
you, Peg. Take care.
If you bring those, I'd surely appreciate
Oh,
it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right, that's My neighbor Peg, right across the street. Love Peg.
Yeah, she's the best.
We'll break away here now and hear from, I'm pretty sure Kathy doesn't have mites in her eyelashes like her younger sister. So here's a report from Dave Davis Farmers National.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Everly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with, I just wanted to remind you that we are having a machinery consignment auction April 10th at the Custer County Fairgrounds. So you can call the office now to get your items consigned, and that's going to be April 10th at the Custer County Fairgrounds, the machinery consignment auctions. If you have any questions, you can also give Jim a call at 870-1785. Going over to the residential, we have a lovely home at 1009 North K Street. It's got a very private backyard. This stunning home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. It sits on an incredibly private, beautifully shaded half-acre lot with wraparound porch. The living room has lots of natural light. Formal dining area is open to the kitchen. Kitchen has a breakfast bar, pantry, new appliances, and countertops. Main floor laundry. The master bedroom is located on the main floor and has a walk-in closet and master bathroom. The lower level has a non-conforming bedroom, office space, and large family room with a Vermont stove. There's been many updates, including interior paint, flooring, bathrooms, central air, and heating, and updated electrical. It has a detached 2-car garage, drive-through garage, an additional older 1-stall garage in the back, and a roomy garden shed. Beautiful landscaped with brick patios and fire pit and brick barbecue. It's located close to school on a quiet street, and that's at 1009 North K Street. At 425 North 10th Avenue, this home has a very cute front porch. You walk into the large living room with a fireplace, formal dining room off of the kitchen, nice-sized kitchen with pantry. Appliances are staying with the home. There's a sunken family room in the back. It's got main floor laundry, open staircase with neat ornate woodwork. Upstairs has a 2nd bathroom and 4 bedrooms. Attached double garage at 425 North 10th Avenue. At 605 North G Street, this one's close to school, large open living concept. Kitchen has lots of cabinets and counter space and a breakfast bar open to the formal dining area. Formal dining area has patio doors leading out to the back. There are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, all on the main floor. Master bedroom has a master bathroom with double sinks. Main floor laundry coming in from the kitchen. There's a lower level has a 3rd bathroom with whirlpool tub and a separate shower. 4th bedroom, craft room, and a family room with a fun bar area that is separated with a double-sided fireplace. Attached double garage and extra concrete pad to park a camper by the garage, and that's at 605 North G Street. We have an acreage at 1704 Myers Road. It's 2.61 acres within 1 mile from Broken Bow on Myers Road. Awesome sunroom in the front of the house with custom blinds. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main floor. Main floor laundry. Lower level has family room, office, non-conforming bedroom, workshop area, storage room, and storm shelter. Exterior was painted in 2016. It's got a detached 28 by 24 garage, a 13 by 7 utility shed, a 24 by 9 shed, and a 50 by 30 Quonset with a concrete floor and automatic door. It's a neat setting with a great shelter belt on the west side. That's at 1704 Myers Road. We do have the bowling alley at 723 East Southeast Street. It's a great business opportunity, 12-lane bowling alley, and a bar. The bar area is separated from the bowling alley and is leased out. Each business have their own restrooms. Great location right off of Highway 2. That's at 723 East Southeast Street in Broken Bow. And then by Berwyn at 79360 Drive 448, we have another acreage. It's 1.99 acres. It's a 1992 modular home, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Master bedroom has a master bath, formal dining area, large kitchen with a breakfast bar, main floor laundry, lots of fresh paint, all new waterproof flooring, country living within 10 miles from Broken Bow. That's at 79360 Drive 448 Berwyn. Then in Sargent, at 308 North 2nd Street, we have a house priced to sell. It's got an eat-in kitchen, 2 bedrooms. Bedrooms both have hardwood floors. It's got a full bathroom, storage basement. That's at 308 North 2nd Street in Sargent. And then in Callaway, we have a charming home at 403 East Morris Street. Lots of room in this well-kept, low-maintenance brick home. Beautiful original hardwood floors in living room and bedrooms. 3 bedrooms on the main floor. Master bedroom has an attached half bath. Cute kitchen has an archway to the dining room. A refrigerator and range are staying with the home. The upper level is all open and offers lots of storage. Then there's also a lower level that has a non-conforming bedroom, laundry area, and lots of other possibilities. Shingles are newer. This home sits on a large lot with mature trees and a detached garage that's at 403 East Morris Street in Callaway. I think that sums it up for this week, but I'd like to thank you all for listening and have a great day.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Coronavirus variants are spreading, accounting for more than half of most infections in California now. CBS's David Begnaud from L.A.
The concerns over that COVID variant first detected in South Africa continue to grow. The variant is now in at least 14 states. And data suggests it could reduce the protection that people are getting from existing vaccines. So the drug companies are now working on those booster shots.
Moderna says it's testing a version tailored to mutations. The president is expected to lift a ban on green cards put in place last spring. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
President Biden says shutting the door on legal immigrants harms the country and industries that use their talents. The ban covered many employment-based visas.
Today, the public gets a turn to speak out about power and water outages caused by last week's deadly winter storm in Texas.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on and why.
Adding insult to injury, rising rates of air pollution in places like Houston. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. There are 2 new members on the Nebraska State Fair Board, including one from the Northeast Nebraska area and another from the home of the State Fair. The Nebraska State Fair Board announced Wednesday that Governor Pete Ricketts appointed Tom Dinsdale of Grand Island and Tom Shellpepper of Stanton to the State Fair Board. Dinsdale is the owner of Dinsdale Automotive in Grand Island. He is also the president of the Fauner Park Board. Shellpepper is a lifelong Stanton native whose father also served as a State Fair Board member. While Omaha police continue to refuse to release body camera video in November's deadly shooting of a 35-year-old black man at the hands of a white officer, state lawmakers will be considering a bill that would turn the policy on its head. Police have long relied on a state law which says body-worn camera footage contains investigative information and can be kept from the public. But State Senator Matt Hansen of Lincoln is looking at a new law that would make the video available for everyone to see. The ACLU says the change is long overdue. The hearing on Hansen's bill is scheduled today in Lincoln. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, or USDA, Rural Development announced a $50,000 federal grant for the Sheriff's Office in Brown County. This rural development investment would be used to assist in the acquisition of mobile communications equipment for the Sheriff's Office. This will include a fully integrated records management system, computer-aided dispatch system, mobile data terminals, and electronic citations.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brian Fenley.
The Jazz overpowered the Lakers 114-89 thanks to Utah making 14 more three-pointers. They served the Lake Show its 5th loss in its last 6 games. The Hornets go into Phoenix and upset the Suns 124-121. LaMelo Ball had 20 points, and Phoenix's Devin Booker took a shot at the end of the game, a 3-ball that would have forced overtime. He missed. There was some obvious contact on his shooting motion, but no whistle was called, and Phoenix loses just its 2nd game in its last 11 contests. The Pelicans cramped the Pistons 128-118. Zion Williamson had 32 points. Lou Dort hits the game winner as the Thunder shocked the Spurs 102-99, and the Bulls win over the Timberwolves 133-126 in overtime.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today with high temperatures working up into the mid-40s. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 26. Friday, abundant sunshine with upper 40s for highs, and for your Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy, reaching a high of 47. For Sunday, we'll ease back to a high of 43, lots of sunshine. Monday, low 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
I'm just betting that Michael likes his butter soft. I'm just guessing. 22 degrees outside under a mostly clear sky. Winds northwest right at 5 miles per hour. Barometric pressures at 30-35 and steady. Humidity at 89%. Our high yesterday, 46, an overnight low of 20. Sunset at 6:24. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:18. We have recorded 59 hundredths precipitation in this month of February. Looks like we might end up in that area because we have such good weather to end the month of February with. So you seem happier when you're chewing gum, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have a... Oh, I wanted to thank the Quiz Bowl sponsors from yesterday.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was. And the kids really performed. I got to say, Arcadia was pretty impressive. They came out of the bunny bracket start and went all the way through and really, really did well. And some of the other teams, there was a lot of comebacks between the different teams.
There were a lot of comebacks yesterday.
Yeah. So that was fun. Hope you folks enjoyed listening to that or watching it. And we want to thank the Broken Bow Library, Palmer Monument, Mid-Plains Community College, WinQuest here in Broken Bow, Custer Public Power District, Square M Accounting right here in town, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill, thank you so much, Broken Bow Chiropractic, The Grocery Cart, Chapin's Furniture, Potack Ag Irrigation, Nebraska State Bank, Trotter Service, and Trotter Woan Goes, a BD here in Broken Bow, and Custer Federal State Bank were all sponsors of the broadcast of the Quiz Bowl 2021. A lot of fun to listen to and watch, and we'll plan on doing that again next year. It's a good way to highlight the kids' activities outside of the sports arena.
Yeah.
And really that's what they mostly do at school is go to learn, right?
Yes, I think that's what school's for.
Today, the junior high Quiz Bowl is taking place up at the at the school, middle school auditorium. And I think they're starting around 8:30, and it's an invitational. So I think some of the same schools will be represented today, only at the junior high level. So if you want to catch that, that will not be broadcast, but I think you could go in and spread out and you have to wear a mask when you go in.
Mm-hmm.
But there's plenty of room there, both down and upstairs. So check that out if you get a chance. Anything on your mind this morning, like you got a basketball game to talk about?
We do have a basketball game. Tonight, we're going to broadcast the D110 Boys Subdistrict Final between Burwell and Ansley Litchfield. Burwell undefeated, Ansley Litchfield 19-3. It's a top 10 battle. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have it live on the radio for you, KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. The winner will automatically advance into the district finals in the sub-state tournament. And both teams are pretty high in the points. So regardless of what happens tonight, both teams should be in good shape to advance into the district finals. But I'll guarantee you their focus is on the game tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll have the game live for you tonight on KBBN Radio. And a lot of other area boys teams competing tonight, too. Mullen is going for a sub-district title. SEM playing Loomis for a sub-district title tonight on the boys' side. And I think Cozad made it into their sub-district final tonight. So to all of the, hope I didn't forget anybody. So to all of the area boys teams competing tonight, best of luck.
You bet, you bet. All right, we're going to hear from commentary paid for by Ray Hunt. We'll have that for you next. Also been diving into some of the archives of Daryl Hall's house. And this morning, I'm getting really kind of exhilarated about it. Grace Potter will be featured with Daryl Hall.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's coming up.
I know you love Grace Potter.
She's so talented.
An amazing voice she has.
Just wait.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to even believe it. That's coming up right here on The Breakfast Show. In the meantime,
this commentary is paid for by Ray Hunt. This program was not created in the KCNI KBBN studios and does not necessarily represent the views or policies of Custer County Broadcasting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This audio from Amy Swearer is brought to you and paid for by Ray Hunt.
Chairman Nadler, Ranking Member Collins, and distinguished members of Congress. My name is Amy Swearer, and I am the Senior Legal Policy Analyst at the Heritage Foundation's Ed Meese Center for Legal and Judicial Studies. Just as doctors can only recommend an effective treatment plan if they first form a correct diagnosis based on accurate assessment of the symptoms, policy analysts and policy makers must have an accurate understanding of the societal problems they are seeking to combat. Unfortunately, too many policymakers appear completely uninformed about basic factual realities related to guns and gun violence. Don't misunderstand me. We all want safer communities, but the characteristics distinguishing so-called assault weapons from non-assault weapons are not factors like caliber, lethality, or rate of fire. Proposals to ban scary-looking features like barrel shrouds or pistol grips are, for all intents and purposes, proposals to force law-abiding citizens to own guns that are harder for them to handle, harder to fire accurately, and more likely to cause them injuries, even when they are being used for lawful purposes. Moreover, semi-automatic rifles are not a meaningful driving factor behind rates of gun violence. 2/3 of gun deaths in this country are suicides, where the type of firearm is essentially irrelevant. With respect to gun crimes, over 90% are committed with handguns. Rifles of any kind are definitively used in only 3 to 4% of gun homicides every year, and an American citizen is 4 times as likely to be stabbed to death than they are to be shot to death with a rifle of any kind. Despite frequent claims that semi-automatic rifles are the weapon of choice for mass public shooters, in the last decade, over half of these shootings have been carried out with handguns alone. On the other hand, semi-automatic rifles like the AR-15 are so well suited for defensive action against threats in a civilian context that the Department of Homeland Security quite literally designates them as personal defense weapons for law enforcement officers. It is little wonder, then, that millions of law-abiding citizens in this country also choose these types of semi-automatic rifles as their own personal defense weapons. Far from needing to be protected from these rifles, law-abiding Americans benefit when they are allowed to defend themselves with them, particularly in situations where they are outnumbered. Just last week, a homeowner in Rockdale County, Georgia, relied on his scary-looking semi-automatic assault weapon to defend himself against 3 masked teens armed with at least 1 handgun who tried to rob him and other residents in their own front yard. Ironically, the rifle deemed an assault weapon by many in this room was used defensively to protect innocent people against assault, while the perpetrators used a non-assault weapon offensively to commit actual assault. Importantly, some of the most famous examples of the defensive use of assault weapons by civilians come from scenarios where the government has been either unable or unwilling to defend entire communities from large-scale civil unrest. During the 1992 LA riots, for example, law enforcement was nowhere to be found as hundreds of looters ransacked Koreatown. Ordinary store owners like Richard Ree and his employees took it upon themselves to defend their livelihoods from lawlessness, using, in many cases, semi-automatic rifles. Similar stories emerged during the civil unrest in Ferguson, Missouri in 2014. There are some here today who still genuinely don't understand why or how anyone would need such scary-looking rifles for purposes other than mass murder. And so I have permission from my mother to explain it to you by partially embarrassing her. My mother did not grow up with firearms, and they will never be her favorite thing in the world. In fact, she'd never handled a firearm until I took her to the range for the first time several years ago. Now, I love my mother, but like every other novice with a handgun, she was quite bad. I mean, she struggled to hit a stationary target from 6 yards out under ideal conditions. And then she picked up an AR-15. And I watched my mother put a fist-sized grouping of lead in the center mass of a target from 20 yards out. That is why law-abiding citizens buy millions of these firearms. When accuracy and stopping power matter, they are simply better. Americans use firearms to defend themselves between 500,000 and 2 million times every year. God forbid that my mother is ever faced with a scenario where she has to stop a threat to her life. But if she is, I hope politicians protected by professional armed security didn't strip her of the right to use the firearm she can handle most competently. Frankly, I hope she has in her hands the scariest looking assault weapon she can find, so that we can both be confident in her ability to end the threat. Thank you.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. 800-711-6818.
Hi, this is Hannah. I am the Activity Director from Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living in Broken Bow. Here are a few more reasons that we are Central Nebraska's premier retirement living. We provide a mix between fun and unique activities, Mocktail Mondays, Jeopardy, cookies and conversation, and more, plus activities like bingo and treat socials. We love helping develop strong relationships in our residents and staff at Off-Broadway in Broken Bow.
Are prairie dogs or pocket gophers wreaking havoc in your fields and pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol for prairie dogs is a restricted use pesticide approved for use by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol for pocket gophers can be used year-round. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop into Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
8:17 is your time. Brent and Dave with you here on this beautiful Thursday. Good to have you aboard. We'll be talking with Matt Yett from Subway. We'll also be giving away a $25 gift card this morning to Gary's Superfoods here in Broken Bow before we close the show. Yeah,
Am I eligible?
No, you're not.
Okay,
you can't
thanks.
play. Absolutely not.
All right.
Okay, let me see here. Come over here. Got my phone hooked up.
Good.
I got my dongle plugged in.
Okay.
That's a little added feature that Apple does to you.
Yes.
You have to have a dongle to be able to plug in.
Well, you know, they want to make sure that you have to spend the money for an extra attachment to be able to use your phone.
Exactly. Now, I'm hoping this is unplanned. This is live radio. We don't.
That's right. We don't go through hours of preparation here. We always like to take you folks behind the scenes of what it is like to be a radio DJ.
For those of you watching, you can see that I have my finger out here, like I'm hoping when I push this,
just about ready to hit play.
Now, this is going to be Grace Potter and Daryl Hall and his great band in Daryl's house. And I think this is one of the earlier shows, maybe clear back to like 2009, something like that. And he was there with his special guest, Grace Potter. And the song is called Things I Never Needed. Let's see if I can get that to go. Yeah, it's going to go.
Is it going?
Well, the title of the song came up, Things I Never Needed. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, here it comes.
It's beautiful. You're going to love it.
comedian Billy J. Good, clean comedy entertainment that everyone can relate to. There's no cover for this, so just come on in and enjoy good food and a night out. Billy J's original stories are told with humor and theatrics, and she'll be at Shotgun Annie's this Saturday night.
Okay.
So come on out and have a good time and laugh Saturday night at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. And they also want to let you know that coming up later on Saturday, March the 6th, Beer Money will be at Shotgun Annie's to celebrate Dana's birthday. That's coming up on March 6th. So mark that on your calendar and plan to attend and laugh this Saturday with Billy J at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway.
All right, thank you so much. Jobs are available, folks. And I know we sound a little bit like a broken record here on The Breakfast Show, but it's still amazing to think about reading news from across our country about people having to change their professions or doing jobs they never thought they were going to do to be able to put food on the table, or not even be able to get a job, especially in the food industry and those sorts of things. Now, hopefully that's getting better. But here in the good old center, in the heartland of the United States of America, we have been very fortunate, and we have jobs that we're reading here that are top-line jobs, such as the one Brent's going to tell you about, or ones.
Yes, Sargent Pipe Company is currently looking for an office bookkeeping assistant. This is a full-time position. Duties will include answering the phone, filing, general office duties, backup for office manager in accounts payable and accounts receivable. Also, health insurance and 401k benefits apply to this position, and vacation time as well. You can send your resume to P.O. Box 627, Broken Bow, Nebraska 68822, or you can drop it off in person at their office at 114 North 1st Avenue, north of BD in Broken Bow. That's Sargent Pipe Company.
All right, that's one of the great jobs available for you folks out there to check out.
You're contemplating again.
Well, I'm a little worried. I'm a little bit, I'm trying to not be distracted because I've been talking with my fellow secret agents, with my new group that I'm with to...
about alien life?
Research of alien possibilities. And I'm part of a special agency now.
Does your group or your agency, as you call it, does it have a name?
It does, but it's all acronyms, and I don't want to reveal that right now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe at a later date when we discover some facts, then I'll bring that forward to you. So I'm just going to put that away. I'm not, because I know it bothers you when we talk about aliens.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, it just I get that disbelief look, and then it makes me unconfident that maybe not all the listeners out there are relating to what I'm saying. And over the years, the relationship I've had with the listeners has been very close. They understand the oddities of life and the humor in things. And
I'm sorry. I lots of times you'll bring up topics of conversation and ideas, and I'll get behind you. I will. It took me a while, but I got behind the muskrat thing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea of tourism through the love of muskrats. I got behind that. I was right there with you. I had a belief in that. I got to admit, the alien thing, I don't know. It might take me a while. I'm going to have to see some proof.
Okay.
Before
I
can come alongside you on this one.
Now, I don't want to throw anybody out under the bus on that muskrat thing, but who's the head of the Economic Development Group right now that heads it up?
Are you talking Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew Ambrose?
Yeah, Andrew Ambrose. I don't want to throw him under the bus. I happened to see him yesterday. He was with Mike Evans. They were in a collusion of some sort. They're going to a meeting. But, he was on the show with us, Brent.
Yes, I remember that.
Andrew Ambrose was on this show.
And you presented the idea to him.
And I also presented it to the hospital administrator very carefully as well when she first moved to town.
Yes.
I don't know if she wants me to mention her name or not, so I won't. But Andrew Ambrose, he had the full slate of information and the enthusiasm that we had during that show.
Mhm.
Now, we're idea people.
Yes.
We don't facilitate as much as we bring up the idea and the possibilities.
Mhm.
They were there in front of him.
Yeah.
Right there on the table. We had a muskrat puzzle. We had a little muskrat statue.
Yeah.
We told him the story of Berwyn, how it could become the county seat with hotels and maybe, I didn't even bring up casinos that could be around the Muddy Creek area. And I just haven't seen any development on that. And the Economic Development Group, I understood, it was to take great ideas and turn them into reality. I've not seen anything on it.
Good point. Yeah, we don't necessarily want to be the guys that do the work. We just want to present the idea.
We discover it, we highlight it, we put some ideas together on
Yep.
it, and then it's up to Andrew Embreeze and the Economic Development Group to take that next step.
Absolutely.
And turn it into reality and start the process and get some muskrat grants.
Yeah.
Some tourism grants. But I've not heard
Because your
anything.
idea was all about economic development.
Yes, exactly. Oh, it's my wife. She
it is.
texted me. It was about something else.
Okay.
I thought maybe it was Andrew responding.
Yeah.
And I
We'll
would
have him on the show in the future. We might have to ask him.
And I would
just
yes.
say, where does that project stand right now?
Exactly. What's going on with that? Did
Yeah,
that
we presented it. What have you done with it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
You know, we handed over a golden goose.
Oh, absolutely.
Or a golden muskrat, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen any progress on that.
Just think of the possibilities. People from all over coming to enjoy the sight of the muskrat.
I mean, Veronica Smith, didn't mean to say that. The hospital administrator, she was enthused about it, but that's not really her wheelhouse. She's taking care of people.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it this way, but if Berwyn grew and become the county seat, the hospital would be busier. People would be falling into Mud Creek once in a while, and they have to go up and get their arms fixed. There's all sorts of possibilities.
True.
But I just don't know that Andrew really saw it.
Yeah, the economic impacts are boundless.
Yes, they are. Well, that's enough of that.
Okay.
We're going to get a hold of Matt here in just a little bit at Subway.
Okay.
Got a little music lined up for you from Nathaniel Ratcliffe. He's another one of those artists that goes between rock and Americana. Now, he doesn't go so far into the countryside, but that's the thing about Americana. It can be Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, or
Marty Stewart.
See, have an open mind, Andrew, musically and with muskrats, please. Well, let's break away from all the controversy this morning and get together with a good friend who will calm us down. He's a very steady Eddie sort of guy.
Mm-hmm.
His name
Very
is,
matter-of-fact guy.
Matter-of-fact Matt.
Hey, that's a good... I like that name.
You kind of got it started. Matter-of-fact Matt with Subway is here with us on the telephone. How you doing, Matt?
Not too bad. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I was wondering when I called you, so I asked you if you had long pants or short pants on, and I should have known it's above zero, so you've got those short pants on again.
Yep. As always.
As always.
As always.
What's on your mind today, Matt? You know, sometimes we start talking and yapping away, and we don't give you a chance to maybe start where you want to start. What kind of Subway sandwiches you want to talk about today, or maybe some ice fishing stories, or maybe you made some delicious brownies last week. Whatever you want to bring up.
Reese's Pieces peanut butter cookies.
What? Are those
Reese's
coming to Subway?
Pieces peanut butter cookies.
Oh, baby.
They're on their way?
Yeah. On their way. They'll be here there Saturday.
Wonderful.
Unless Ellen breaks open the case, which she probably will Friday when she gets delivery.
Ah. Now this this has popped up on me. Was this a planned cookie at Subway, or did this just happen all of a sudden?
This is the planned cookie.
Okay.
They've had it. We've known about it for about a month. All the employees were supposed to take a course so we could get them to see what the new cookie was, because there's a certain way to bake it and everything else. So been trying to get the employees to take the courses so they could see how it's done.
Sounds
that sounds
good.
Great. That sounds so
And they
good.
are delicious.
So you've tried them?
Oh, I had 8 in one day.
Oh, well, okay. I would say if you eat 8 of them in one day, then I would say they have your taste of approval.
Yes. North Platte got them a week ago, and I was there working, and so each store I visited, I had 2 cookies.
Nice. The benefits of being in the position you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sugar level was low.
Yeah.
It was a good excuse, right?
So what are all the kinds of cookies that you have now, Matt? I know some come and some go. So what's the lineup for cookies as we enter March?
Right now, we have chocolate chip, macadamia nut, oatmeal raisin, and the raspberry cheesecake.
Okay. And then the Reese's cookie is coming.
Yep, and the Reese's cookie is coming. It'll be here Friday.
Okay, great.
That's good news. That's great news. So other than that great breaking story on the breakfast show this morning, it's going to be hard to, compete with that announcement. But we did want to talk a little bit about all the other great things you have to eat. We probably don't talk about them enough, is the very handy pizzas you have. They can also, the breakfasts that you make available they really hit the spot in the morning. And some of the other things that we don't talk about very often, we need to mention off and on. What frustrates you most when people come in and ask you about maybe something that you've had for a long, long time, like the pizzas? I mean, they're really great. I think more and more people need to know about them.
Yeah, the pizzas are a great thing that we have at Subway. The other day I wanted to take a bite of the pizza because it looks so good. But they had a steak and cheese on the pizza, and then they had onions, green peppers, and jalapenos, and it just looked delicious.
Now, let me just say, somebody might not think of that. You guys can put together about anything on a pizza, right?
Any type of meat we have, we can throw it on a pizza.
Now, how often do you hear, Brent, steak on a pizza?
Sounds good, though.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. Steak, onion, green pepper, some jalapenos.
Has anyone ever had a meatball pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
A lot of those.
Do you chop those up, or do you leave them whole?
Yeah, we cut them in half
there
and
you
then set them on there.
so they lay flat.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty good.
That does sound good.
Yeah. So how's things in this is Lenten season. What do you have for the folks who want to kind of stay with the fish menu?
We have the tuna on Fridays, and it is on sale on Fridays.
Okay, good,
So.
good. And then later on, will we see the crab sandwich come back?
No, we're never going to see that again unless we get enough people call and complain.
Oh, okay.
They actually discontinued it this year.
Oh, did they?
All right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am one that's complaining.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was good.
So I'm still complaining about the mustard. I'm still complaining about the roast beef. I'm still complaining about the seafood and crab.
See, I love Matt.
Yeah.
See, he just
You can't
gets
take
right
away
to the
trademark.
point, man. How about the caramel apple cookie? Have you been complaining about that? Because I'll join you there. I'll complain.
You'll join me on the caramel
Yeah,
apple?
absolutely.
Yeah.
You that
That one I wish we could get back.
You give me a number, man. We'll do it live on the show. We'll just call corporate and demand the caramel apple cookie back.
That would be great.
Okay.
We could probably make it, Matt. We could probably make it so that you and Ellen would never work again.
Yeah.
That'd be all right. We could live with that.
No, we would keep your names out of it.
Sure, we
would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still arguing the spicy mustard and all those kind of things. And I'm glad to see roast beef is coming back in June, so that'll be a good thing. And they're trying a bunch of new stuff, so hopefully we'll see a bunch of changes in this year.
Hey, Matt, my kids have grown up now, so we don't order the kids' packs like we used to. But always enjoyed getting the kids' packs there at Subway. You still got those for the kids?
Yep, 4-inch sandwich, and you get an applesauce, and you get a juice box or a milk. It's a great little meal for kids, getting them eating healthy.
Yep. Good. All right. Okay. Well, Matt, it's always good to talk to you. You guys are open 7 days a week, and I know sometimes you're set up for employees as far as filling the need at the time, but then you're always looking for future employees. So I imagine you're still encouraging people to come in and apply.
Yep. Always looking for that perfect employee. Might be the right person to fit what we're needing, so you never know.
All right. Okay. Matt, thanks a lot. Thanks for being matter-of-fact Matt this morning.
And I'll see you guys next Thursday in office, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Talk to you
I
then.
will see you guys next Thursday.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye, Matt. 10 minutes before the hour. I'm going to be leaving a little early today, so I was wondering if we might be able to get, maybe I can get through here to Jeremy right after these words.
This Saturday, be ready for the funniest night of your life. The Pub and Grub comedy continues at Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold with Talon Saucerman. A prime rib and lobster dinner starts at 5:30 and be there for the start of the show at 9. Tickets are $15 for this night of laugh with friends and family. Talon Saucerman, a regular at the world-famous Comedy Works in Denver, is headed to Arnold this Saturday night at Grazer's Bar and Grill, where good friends meet.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
All right, we're back live here on the show. Let's see, that was formerly, now Jeremy.
Oh, going to the intercom.
Hello?
Yeah, Jeremy, this is Dave.
Hi.
Now that I'm just in the administration business side of the thing, I felt like I should talk to you as station manager. Do you mind?
Sure.
I know this is short notice, but I should have asked you sooner. Maybe got one of those little sheets that I needed to fill out to ask for time off. But I was wondering if I could leave at 9 o'clock this morning. And if you would maybe have time to fill in with Brent or send someone else in.
Okay. 9 o'clock as in 9 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 9 minutes from now. And then also the other part of that, Jeremy, and I hate to, ask this at the last minute, because I know over the years I've never had any employees ask me at the last minute when I was the station manager. I just didn't allow that. But do you think it would be all right if I didn't come back for Party Line?
Sure.
I want to go up to the Quiz Bowl and watch the junior hires that my grandson is competing in, and I should have asked you sooner. I'm apologizing. If you need to take it out of my salary, feel like I understand. I'll probably hate you the rest of my life, but I understand.
Okay, I'll feel that situation out.
Okay, all right. So I'm okay then?
Sure.
All right, and if there's any extra duties that need to be taken care of, I'm pretty sure Christy would be happy to take care of any of my duties while I'm away.
I'm way ahead of you.
Okay, all right. Did you notice her eyes blinking more often than usual?
I guess I didn't notice that, no.
Yeah. Well, just asking. Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, thanks.
Really appreciate it.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
This is great because yesterday I had an appointment at 3:30. I usually leave at 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so at about 3:25, I went to Jeremy and said, "Hey, I've got an appointment at 3:30. I'm going to take off if that's okay."
Yeah, that's the way it kind of works.
Yeah.
Excuse me, kind of got choked up there.
Well, it's like, if you just ask him 5 minutes before you got to leave, what's he going to say? If you ask him 2 days before, then he could say no.
Yeah, I usually, I've noticed, see, as a former station manager, I'll tell you that there are signs. Now, if, let's say, someone walks in and they have a logo of their favorite high school team on their shirt and they're wearing Levi's, that usually means that they're probably going to go early to a ball game of some sort. But they don't usually ask you until just before they leave, just as you did.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I meant to...
Forgot to ask you earlier.
It's just the way life is. Speaking of life, we're really happy to read that Tiger Woods is okay and not having life-threatening injuries, but he certainly set himself back a long ways with that accident. I did see where the L.A. County Sheriff's Office indicated there would be no charges. There was nothing really illegal about it except maybe the speed he was going, and they really don't know how fast he was going or if he was distracted or what, but there was no criminal activity there at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was good news.
Yeah.
And then on another side of things, we talked about this earlier, Bruce Springsteen pled guilty yesterday, I think it was, to public intoxication, although the DWI charges were dropped. And mostly prosecutors in New Jersey dropped those DWI charges because he wasn't really legally intoxicated. But he did drink on public property, which was a state park.
Mm.
And he was there, as we mentioned. He had to plead guilty to drinking in public. He fessed up that he did have 2 shots of tequila with fans at a national park last year in November, and he was fined $500 in court fees.
Mm.
And that Jeep commercial that was taken off the air, it's back on YouTube now if you want to watch it.
Right.
And he had the $500 with him. He was able to pay the fine
good.
on the spot.
Glad he was able to afford it.
He didn't have to go see a bondsman or anything or borrow money. So those 2 celebrities, unfortunately, Tiger Woods is much more serious. I think we all were kind of rooting for him at age 45 to maybe have another tournament or 2 where he would have that old spark come back. And if anybody can make it back, he can. But, boy, those sounded like serious injuries.
I saw a picture of the vehicle after the accident. Oh,
yeah,
man, just
bad.
Thankful he's still with us.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. Don't let winter weather and the fear of falling keep you stranded for the season. Poor balance doesn't have to be a consequence of aging. Pearson Physical Therapy has been helping their patients stay on their feet and take back their independence through individualized balance training programs. Reduce your chance for falls and regain your confidence this winter by calling 872-5800 for a free fall risk assessment from Pearson Physical Therapy, offering clinic, home, and telemedicine visits. Don't fall, give Pearson's a call at 872-5800.
Even though it's not outdoor planting time, the Garden Center always has products that are great to have available year-round. Mulch not staying put? Refresh your beds with mulch from the Garden Center. And for indoor plants, they have potting soil. Succulents are great for inside, and they have them as well as decorations to brighten your home and make it feel alive. Visit them at the Garden Center, 1 block south off Highway 2, Tuesday to Friday, 10 to 5:30, and Saturday, 10 until 2. Just turn by the Tumbleweed Cafe.
Well, I'll be taking off now that I have permission to go to the Quiz Bowl.
Okay.
If you could cover, that would be great. Have a half hour left in the show.
Well, I was hoping Jeremy would come in.
Oh, I think he probably come in, and
I'll have to ask him, does he want your chair? I'll just sit here.
I don't know. That's a question that you guys can have and discuss, and then come to a confirmation on that.
Okay.
And again, I wanted to I don't want to apologize particularly to Andrew Ambrose, but I did get a little carried away there. And a little bit of that, Andrew, was running into you guys yesterday. And Janis Joplin came up in the conversation. And Mike Evans kind of threw her under the bus. So I was kind of upset about that. Yeah, he didn't have any complimentary things to say about Janis, and that kind of hurt my old hippie feelings. So there was a little of that in there. But mostly, Andrew, please move forward with the muskrats.
That's right. We haven't forgot about it. We're watching to see what kind of progress might be made yet.
There's still hope. There's still time. Berwyn's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a person who works here that lives in the metropolis of Berwyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I know she wants to see it moved, the county seat to be moved there.
Yep.
So that she won't have to come to the courthouse here in Broken Bow to get her driver's license.
Right.
Things like that. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. As the U.S. gets closer to a third approved coronavirus vaccine, this one from Johnson & Johnson, Moderna says it's testing a booster shot to attack mutations. Brown University's Dr. Ashish Jha tells CBS he doesn't think it's urgent.
The current vaccines seem to work pretty well against the variant. You know, the J&J vaccine was tested against that variant, worked pretty well. Nobody got hospitalized or died.
Police in Miami Beach say they're dealing with an early onslaught of college students in town for a pandemic-era spring break. The message from Chief Rick Clements.
If you're coming down here to go ahead and be disruptive, break the rules, and try to hurt people, well, then we're going to be there to stop it.
Jobless claims dipped to 730,000 last week. Bank rates, Mark Hamrick.
That combined with the downward revision for the previous week takes new claims back to the lowest level seen since late November.
The decline is being attributed in part to winter storms in the south. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brian Fenley.
The Jazz overpowered the Lakers 114-89 thanks to Utah making 14 more three-pointers. They served the Lake Show its fifth loss in its last 6 games. The Hornets go into Phoenix and upset the Suns 124-121. LaMelo Ball had 20 points, and Phoenix's Devin Booker took a shot at the end of the game, a 3-ball that would have forced overtime. He missed. There was some obvious contact on his shooting motion, but no whistle was called, and Phoenix loses just its second game in its last 11 contests. The Pelicans cramped the Pistons 128-118. Zion Williamson had 32 points. Lou Dort hits the game winner as the Thunder shocked the Spurs 102-99, and the Bulls win over the Timberwolves 133-126 in overtime.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Look for sunny to partly cloudy skies for today with high temperatures working up into the mid-40s. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 26. Friday, abundant sunshine with upper 40s for highs. And for your Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy, reaching a high of 47. For Sunday, we'll ease back to a high of 43, lots of sunshine. Monday, low 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. 800-711-6818.
Currently at our studios, 26 degrees. Dave has left. Jeremy Shipe has taken his place. He joins me now live on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'll even bring up the camera. If I can, let's see, hosts only. Actually, I should do what Dave does. He puts it on guests so that now I'm in just the tiny little screen, and then it's like all Jeremy on
we got to get rid of that view.
Yeah. I now know why Dave does that when he's in power. By the way, I would like to officially welcome you now to being a station manager, because this is kind of how it is, right? A guy leaves unexpectedly, and who has to step in and fill in? It's the manager, right?
Yeah, got to be there.
So welcome to the biz now, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good to have you here.
Glad to be here.
I think we're going to be working tonight, aren't we? Together?
Yes. Are we?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we?
Okay. I don't
Are you
know.
going to the game tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's work together then.
Okay. Sounds
okay.
good.
It's going to be a good one tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Top 10 matchup. Burwell and Ansley Litchfield, got to see them both play on Tuesday, and it's going to be a fun matchup. And just Gavin and I were talking about this at the end of the broadcast on Tuesday. Just the way that they're going to match up will be really interesting. There's just key positions that are going to be tough for either of those teams to cover. Then there's going to be matchups that are pretty fun to watch, too.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
Good. You want to call it?
Sure.
I'll let you.
Okay.
I'll be your color guy.
All right.
All right.
That's fun.
Jeremy Shipe, ladies and gentlemen, will have the call of the D110 Subdistrict Final tonight, and I'll provide colorful commentary.
Yeah,
How's
we
that?
do this a couple times a year towards the end of the year when you help me out with color. We did it for a football game a couple years ago. It was a lot of fun. We went down to, I don't know where we go, south of the interstate, wherever we were. It was an Anselmo Myrna football game.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did color for
Kennesaw.
me there. Yeah, we went to Kennesaw.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was a
and you
fun
did
game.
you did a lot of the Sandhills Thetford. I colored for you for Sandhills Thetford and their state football run.
Yes.
So, and then we'll just switch then Friday night. I think Jeremy's going to go with me, and boy, Friday's going to be so exciting. A lot of fun here on our radio stations. Always fun when you have area teams playing for the opportunity to go to the state tournament. And of course, now with the way the format is set, there's no wild cards as far as getting into the state tournament. The wild card now comes getting into the sub-state tournament and into the district finals. So if you're going to make it to state, you got to win your district final. Yep. And we've got two that we will air for you coming up on Friday, tomorrow. Jeremy and I will be at Northwest High School in Grand Island, where Broken Bow will be taking on Columbus SCOTUS for the right to go to the state tournament. And Jeremy and Gavin, too, have just done great work with this whole video thing. And I think you're going to take the video camera with us tomorrow night, right?
Yep, we're going to take the video camera, and Trey Holbert is going to go with us as well. And he's going to be running the camera and that side of the show. We'll put the radio call over the top of the video call, and it'll be a good experience for you folks to watch from Northwest High School.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Going to be a great night, and we'll have it for you on the radio, on KCNI, and on video as well. And then Larry Cotner and Gavin Higgins are going to team up, and they're going to go to Wilcox. Wilcox-Hildreth is going to be hosting the D1-6 Girls District Final, as Anselmo Myrna will be playing Bruning Davenport Shickley for the right to go to the state tournament. Now, tip-off for that game is going to be 6:30. Want to stress that. The Anselmo Myrna game is scheduled to tip at 6:30. Broken Bow game scheduled to tip at 7. And the Anselmo Myrna game will be broadcast on KBBN. Larry and Gavin will have the call of that one for you. And, it's great when you have so many teams from the area making it to a district final, but it's also kind of bad for us because obviously we can only go 2 places. So we want to wish the best to South Loop, who has made it into a girls' district final, playing tomorrow against Wood River. Mullen is in a district final, and SEM qualified as a wild card and got into the sub-state tournament and will play in a district final. So best of luck to all of our area teams. We wish you well, and we hope we're covering all 5 at the state tournament. That would be great.
It would be.
That would be a challenge, too, to try to see how we're going to make all that happen, but it would be a great challenge to try to conquer. So best of luck to everybody and to the boys' teams competing tonight from the area in sub-district finals. SEM, again on the boys' side, is playing in a sub-district final on the boys' side. Mullen and Cozad also playing. And then, of course, we'll have Burwell and Ansley Litchfield. So it's a great time of year, and we look forward to covering as much of it as we can for you.
Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. Gavin and I were talking about that earlier this week with so many girls' teams making it. We have 2 radio stations, and if we can, we'd be doing more than 2 games. We've done it with volleyball and I think basketball in the past, too. If there happens to be like an afternoon game or something like that, we'll hit up the afternoon game, then set that crew on the road to hit the later game and cover 3 games on 2 stations in one day. We've done it before, but just the way that things fell this year, couldn't pull it off.
Yeah. So we wish everybody the best, and of course we'll keep you updated, as best we can on the results as they come in. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of The Breakfast Show right after this.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
Is your New Year's resolution for 2021 to focus on your financial goals? Then Bruning Bank has your back. Get custom notifications with our new alerts feature. Simply sign in to your online banking to customize the alerts that suit your needs and choose how you would prefer to receive them. It's that easy. The Bruning Bank mobile app now features Credit Sense to help you monitor your credit score as well. And with the addition of Zelle, it's never been easier to send and receive money between family and friends. Call today or visit bruningbank.com for more information. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Geared for Sports in Broken Bow loves cookies, and right now they will share their cookies with you. Through the month of February, for every $50 purchase, you will get a box of Girl Scout cookies in support of our local Girl Scouts. Be preparing for those upcoming seasons. Time to gear up now for track, baseball, and softball. Whether you're an athlete or a fan, remember, if they don't have it, talk to Scott, and he'll try to get it for you. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
show, and we have some businesses that we want to tell you about, some job opportunities yet that are listed on sandhillsexpress.com, and so we'll just kind of turn it over to Jeremy and have him share some of those things with you this morning.
Well, first we're going to talk about Rain Dance Repair. Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair is looking for a general laborer who will be working with Rich in pivot and grain bin repair. You need to have a driver's license and preferably with a good driving record. I'm out.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding. No, I have a good driving record.
Do you?
Yep.
I've been with you. I question that.
It's a full-time position. There's no overnight travel required, and you will not work Sundays. Give Rich a call for more details at 870-4455 or email raindancer55@msn.com. This listing is also on the Sandhills Express employment page, so you can go and check that out. And if you enjoy working with your hands, working outdoors, and being part of a team to see a job through, Custer Electric and Irrigation is hiring starting immediately. Their ideal candidate will have experience in some of the following: irrigation, electrical, welding, fabrication, mechanic and diesel knowledge, or a CDL. Experience preferred but not necessary. They will train the right candidate. Pay will be based upon work ethic and experience. Go be a part of a team. Custer Electric and Irrigation, experience the difference. Give Lance a call at 880-1507. That listing is also on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com. And Sargent Drilling is looking for help and accepting applications for full-time employment. They have competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health insurance, and 401k. A good driving record is required, and a CDL is preferred. Apply in person at their office at West Highway 2 in Broken Bow or call 872-5125. They are an equal opportunity employer at Sargent Drilling.
You got a song you want to play? When I sit here, I kind of always dictate what kind of music gets played.
You know, there's a new one by Pearl Jam.
Okay.
It's a very different style. It's called Dance of the Clairvoyants.
Oh, it's right there. I found it already.
It's a new one that we put into our playlist not too long ago, and Dave and I really, really like this one. It's just an interesting style.
All right.
How I'll preview it.
Okay. We'll take time to play it. Now, as we play this,
I'm
going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Our Love Local promotion today is a $25 gift card to Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow. Dave told me I'm not eligible, so because of that, we're going to open it up to everybody else.
Okay.
Your job, as we play this song, I'm going to give you some time to think about it, is to come up with the way we're going to give it away.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
All right.
So we'll play the song. Jeremy will think about how we're going to give away the $25 gift card to Gary's Superfoods, and we'll come back and do that. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Central Nebraska has their own Iron Man.
Okay, all right. Rod at Myers Iron Salvage and Roll-Offs doesn't have a suit of armor, but his superpower is giving you cash for your salvage metal. Visit the Iron Man on the west side of the Custer Transfer Station or call 308-880-0309. Myers Iron Salvage and Roll-Offs in Broken Bow.
Oops. Brent at Lines Appliance is overstocked. He needs to move some appliances. He's running a sale and making some awesome deals. It's reached the point where his loss is your gain. Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag brand appliances need a new home. Head to Lines Appliance for savings that only happen when the word overstocked is involved. And don't forget, Lines is the only place in Broken Bow that you can get that big screen TV you've been wanting. They have sizes from 32 inches all the way to 85 inches. Delivery available. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow soon.
Now, every morning at Taco John's, we're serving up 2 bacon or sausage meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $5. This kind of value makes de-burritoing yourself from underneath your covers totally worth it. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
9:26 the time. Brent and Jeremy with you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And coming up soon, we'll be giving you a chance to win a $25 gift card to Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow as part of our Love Local promotion. But first, a local business that I love and many people love. I don't know if Jeremy's ever been there yet, but have you been there?
Yep.
Oh, man, great place. Brewbakers in Arnold.
Yes, they are open Tuesday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And the ladies at Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts have returned from the Dallas market, so keep an eye on new things coming into the store all the time. One of those new items is Callion Candles. This company carries beautifully scented candles that fill your home with a wonderful and welcoming fragrance, as well as 5% of Callion revenue is donated to their trusted nonprofit partner working to give freedom back to those trapped in human trafficking. They've got fanware at Brewbakers. If you are a South Loop Bobcat fan, they've got your fanware for everyone in your family, from children to adult sizes. Make sure you follow them on Facebook to keep up with all the latest happening at Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They have hot teas, herbal teas, and, of course, coffee drinks, a full barista bar, baked goods, and fabulous gifts. Go and see them in Arnold or call 529-0228. They offer curbside delivery and dine-in as well.
All right, sounds great. All right, buddy. How are we going to give away the $25 gift card to Gary's Superfoods?
Well, I'm looking at this this gift card here that we're going to be giving away, and it's got a T-bone steak on it.
Oh, yeah.
And that got me thinking about, all the different cuts of meat that are out there.
Okay.
I just want to know someone's favorite meal centered around a cut of meat. What?
Like your favorite cut of steak to eat?
Yeah, like I like a T-bone, and then I make it with mashed potatoes and green beans. Something
right.
like that. I want to know that. And, we've got some information about Gary's that we'll read here, too. When do you do that, when you give these away? Afterwards?
Yeah, we can do it after someone's calling in already.
Okay. Well, they're cheating because we haven't said what caller we want yet.
Oh, you're going to be mean.
I'm not going to be mean.
Oh, okay.
I just think Dave bails out the people that call in early all the time. There's those poor people that are, caller 2 or 3 that are slower on the dial like I would be when I participated in radio contests. Right. So we're going to take caller number 2.
Okay.
Any complaints can be forwarded to the station manager.
You want to come over and tell this person that's been calling in for the last 5 minutes that they're caller 1 and we're taking caller 2? We'll take a break and we'll take caller number 2 right after this.
With resistance on the rise, fighting disease in corn and soybeans takes a heavy-duty fungicide with super strength. Zolera FX from UPL combines 2 powerful fungicides at full rates for maximum performance and yield. Zolera FX delivers more robust disease control with both curative and preventative activity. And Zolera FX is now registered for use in wheat. Ask your retailer about Zolera FX, a super fungicide whose time has come. Always read and follow label directions. Corn, soybean, and cotton growers are in a race against time when it comes to hard-to-kill weeds. Interline herbicide from UPL works fast to eliminate some of the most challenging glyphosate-resistant weeds, including Palmer amaranth, water hemp, mare's tail, and ragweed. Interline can be used as a burn-down treatment or as an over-the-top treatment in glufosinate-tolerant crops, including Liberty Link varieties. Ask your retailer or UPL sales representative about Interline. And always read and follow label directions.
All right, we're back on the air, and we have caller number 2.
Back.
Hi, Peg. Are you caller 2?
Gosh, yes, I guess so. I've never been able to get in.
Well, congratulations. Today you did.
Oh, happy California camper.
Yeah. So what is your favorite meal based around steak?
Around steak?
Yeah. Like, do you like a ribeye or a sirloin?
No. Well, I like something that's got a little fat in it, so it isn't so dry.
Sure.
And I do like Chateaubriand.
Mm.
You know what that is?
No, I have no idea.
I knew you didn't. Well, it's a loin, a tenderloin.
Oh, okay.
And it's just braised and then put in the oven, and it gets like kind of medium rare, and then you put potatoes around it and carrots.
That sounds good.
Well, it sounds fancy, but it's real easy to fix if you can afford a beef tenderloin.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Peg, we've got a $25 gift card here for you to Gary's Superfoods, and you can go in and get what you need to make that meal, probably. So,
oh, well, I can't eat it by myself, but do I have to come out and get the ticket?
Well, I tell you what, didn't Dave say he was going to drop off some of the other stuff?
I told Christy to have him put it in an envelope and bring them.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we can just add this to the pile and have him bring it by for you.
That is wonderful. I like Gary's.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a great place. And
they
boy,
got Godfather's Pizza?
They do.
Oh, my gosh, and good help.
Mm-hmm.
They're real courteous and everything else. Well, I've just been wondering how I could get in there, and I thought, how do those people do that? That's like shooting the turkeys.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you got lucky today, and we're glad you did. We appreciate you listening and calling in.
Well, thank you guys so much.
All right, thanks, Peg.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. There you go. Caller number 2.
All right, and today's gift card giveaway was from Gary's Superfoods. They're not just a grocery store. They also offer delicious Daylight Donuts and Godfather's Pizza Express as well, which includes breakfast mini pizzas ready to go, as well as mini pizzas for lunch, monkey bread, wings, and more. Grab a to-go menu and be prepared, as there are lots of choices in family packs. The phone numbers for Godfather's Express are 872-0091 and 872-0092. Local, it's more than what Gary's sells. It's who they are at Gary's Superfoods.
Let me see. Let me grab the sheet here. All right, Gary's Superfoods today. Tomorrow, our $25 gift card will be to A Needed Touch.
All right, there you go.
Oh, man, will I be eligible for that one?
After the about year and a half that we've had, a massage just to relieve some of the stress.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Sounds great.
All right, that'll be our $25 gift card giveaway as part of the Love Local promotion coming up tomorrow morning on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Don't forget, we got basketball on the air for you tonight on KBBN. We'll be in Burwell for the big D110 Boys Subdistrict Final between Burwell and Ansley Litchfield. That'll be tonight. And again, best of luck to all of our area boys teams competing in Subdistrict basketball tonight. Anything else? Did we get everything?
I don't think so. I think we're good to go.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Yep. Appreciate your help. Thanks for listening, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.